So. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be continuing with more of Danganronpa S.O.S. Just reminding you all again that this is a fully voice-acted fan-in, so my voices are not needed for this. For those of you that are unaware, I finally shared my current fangin character bios that I'm working on. Finally went around and updated them and shit. I'm hoping I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with tomorrow's weather. It's kind of flip-floppy between it being just rainy and just storming. So I'm not sure what's going to go on. Let's see. Is there anything else I needed to do? No, I don't think so. Okay, sorry. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hold on, I gotta make sure the buttons work.
12:18. I awoke to the sound of something shattering. It was only our first night aboard the SS Vorpal, and already something was happening in the darkness.
Let's see.
Whether it was a murder or just some turbulence from the rough seas beneath us, there was no way to know. Frankly, I didn't care to find out. Nevertheless, I observed my surroundings. It was hard to make out anything in the dark room, but just enough moonlight poured through the narrow porthole window for me to make out Ji Yong's bed. It was empty.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure that would be disconcerting to most people. Losing sight of someone in a killing game is certainly a terrifying prospect. Anyone could be the—
Oh, hello again. This is a different fangin project. This is a fully audio one, so I'm not going to do my voices for it, in case you missed the intro bit. Unless you're... No, you're definitely the last guy from the... Oh my god. The last person from last stream. Sorry.
the next victim, or just as likely the next killer. I didn't fear either possibility. There was no need. I'd find out when I woke up if he was a victim, and I wouldn't wake up at all if I was. I turned away from the light, intent on returning to sleep.
Uh-oh, again.
12:20. Just as I had gotten comfortable, another shattering sound occurred. One was...
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. I wonder if the protagonist is going to investigate it. This fangin's also pretty new. I just started it, like, last week.
Was easy enough to
So I'm not going to fully remember everyone's name. Hopefully in the future I will, though. Usually.
Mess, but 2 was just too interesting to leave uninvestigated. I dragged myself out of bed and made my way toward the source of the noise. I traced the sound back to the kitchen. There was no sign of the missing Ji Yong. Instead, I discovered the strangest thing, talking penguin included, I had seen yet in the killing game. Harold Scott stood there, clutching his blood-soaked hand, sweating and barely conscious, leaning against the counter for support. Beside him, Hanamaki Hanagata, attempting to dress the wound with paper towels. You would expect her to be the normal part of this scene, given her very proper demeanor. However, in this case, she was an oddity. For whatever reason, she was... pantsless.
Wait. Wait. Huh? What is happening? What? Where's her pants?
Masayuki, why are you here?
Mr. Daiju, I promise you this isn't what it looks like.
I don't even know what this looks like.
There's a very good explanation. You must believe me.
Why are you bleeding?
He broke a glass.
Why did he break a glass?
Because I haven't got any pants on.
Okay, and why don't...
I just came to get some water because my throat was dry. I thought it was just gonna be a quick trip, but it doesn't matter anyway. A lot of girls sleep like this. This is...
I don't... What?
the normal part of the situation.
I would have to disagree.
Oh, great. More coming. Masayuki, give me your jacket.
What?
Give me your jacket. I can't let the entire class see me in my underwear.
I begrudgingly obliged, handing my cardigan over to Hanamaki, who fashioned it into a makeshift skirt. She was surprisingly good at it. The fabric's coloring and material matched the standard issue UTCP pajamas so well that by the time she was done, you'd think they were a set. She completed her work just in time, too, as Erica Rutherford, Marcus Dawson, and Yelena Grusteva arrived, all
More characters.
clad in the same pajamas as Hanamaki.
Hold on a sec. What sort of narrating is this? It's like pretty monotone, right? The protagonist doesn't really have very many personality traits. It's kind of a little difficult because you missed the first episode. Yeah, that's purpose. Sorry, that's on purpose. The protagonist is emotionless, or doesn't at all like react to anything, which is why he sounds like that.
What's with all the racket in here? Some of us are trying to sleep.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a secret midnight shindig, at least invite the rest of us.
Sorry, I couldn't sleep. I was just feeling a little anxious, so my throat got dry and...
Harold, you are bleeding. What's the meaning of this?
I broke a glass. It was foolish of me. I'm sorry.
Broke a glass? Why?
Well, I saw...
To make you shatter it within your hand like that, it must have induced fear. Made you tense up as fight or flight kicked in. What was it?
Fear? No, I wasn't scared. I
Oh, just spit it out. If something's going on, we all deserve to know.
Harold froze, struggling for a convincing lie.
I snuck up on him. I know, not the best thing to do during a killing game, but I smashed a glass myself, see?
It's weird. All those good voiceovers and the main dude is just there. Yeah.
He gestured to the fragments of broken glass on the floor, already neatly packed into a corner, a broom next to them.
That happened first. I've just been a bit anxious, since it's our first night here and all, so I slipped up and dropped it. After that, I went to get a broom, meanwhile Harold here came to get a drink, too. I arrived just as he was leaving, and you can guess the rest.
Aww, guess we came out here for nothing. I thought we were gonna catch someone in the act.
No, there were no acts. I just got a bit of a fright is all.
How surprising. I did not take you for such a coward. It's good to know.
What?
Coward? I'm no coward.
It's a natural reaction. Anyone would tense up when getting snuck up on.
Exactly.
Oh, whatever. So long as no one's been murdered, I'm going back to bed. Come along, Yelena.
The other interlopers muttered in agreement, quickly leaving me alone with Harold and Hanamaki once more.
Okay, one thing I gotta mention is that this fangin's a tad bit different when it comes to the bedroom situation, as usually in a Danganronpa game, the characters would have their own dorm rooms, but this time they're actually having to bunk with someone in this fangin. Just so you're aware.
Now that they're gone, can I have my jacket back?
No, for Harold's sake, I'll hang on to it for now. You should probably go back to bed. You look a little... tired.
I always look like this.
Oh, sorry.
I decided to leave Harold and Hanamaki to it. It seemed that for tonight we had gotten away with only some broken glass and a few rustled feathers. But I knew better than to hold out hope that the night would continue as uneventfully as it had began.
Oh no.
Especially since Ji Yong had still not returned to our room. 9:05. I had overslept as I often did. I was already 5 minutes late for the morning meeting in the dining room. I was probably worrying the rest of the class. They must have been imagining me already as a potential victim, nervously waiting for the moment where I would walk through the door and confirm their hopes that I had survived the night. I got out of bed slowly. As I did, I took a good look at Ji Yong's empty bed. It was messy. Clearly he had slept in it, but climbed out in a rush. I had to admit it made me curious, so I sped up on my trip to the dining hall. Most of us had already gathered, everyone helping themselves to the food that had been prepared in the kitchen. There was a real sense of community developing, groups having formed, roommates eating with each other, fast friends becoming yet friendlier. You'd almost forget we were in a killing game at the sight of it.
Oh, I have to go now. I just dropped out to say hello. Alright, I'll see you around. Not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow, as I mentioned that I had mentioned bad weather, possibly. But we'll see. It'll probably be more of the Fangin I was covered when you came across. Oh, until next time. Yeah, see ya.
Of course, Hanamaki was still on her feet, chaperoning everyone around her.
Ah, Masayuki, you're finally here.
Did you expect anything else?
Truth be told, I was worried you wouldn't show up.
I was considering it.
I know, I'm a good judge of character. Here's your jacket, by the way.
She pulled my cardigan from under her blazer. She had folded it so neatly it was almost two-dimensional. Thanks.
Oh, don't mention it. Please, just don't say anything about what happened last night to anyone. I don't like saying it, but I do kind of have an image now, and something so embarrassing.
Sure. As I left Hanamaki, I found that, across the room, Kokoro Uehara was waving to me. She sat at a table with a few others, her roommate Mamiko Rain for one, Zhang Xiaoshu, who had helped her the day prior, and to my surprise, Ji-young Park.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna ask about I wonder if he's gonna ask Park what happened last night. Probably doesn't interest the protagonist at all.
Where were you last night?
Oh, never
Why?
mind.
Were you worried about me?
No, I'm just curious.
I slept on the couch in the rec room.
Why?
You talk in your sleep. Really loudly, too. I just
Oh?
couldn't rest listening to it.
He does? What'd he say?
Oh, it was creepy. It wasn't in English or Japanese. It was like some weird demon tongue. It was super freaky.
Oh, gross. No offense, Masayuki.
None taken.
Oh, demonic possession, huh? It may sound crazy, but there are many historical mentions of it even within verifiable works.
It was probably just Latin. I'm fluent in it.
Really? That's a thing you can be. Why don't you sit down and tell us all about it? We saved you a seat.
Not this one, though. The one next to me is for Koji-kun.
That's very kind of you, but
But what? Come on, just sit down.
we're not friends.
Oh.
I don't know where you two got the idea that we are, but we're not.
Hey, don't be an asshole.
It's fine, Mamiko. Really.
This is just classic Masayuki behavior.
You could at least give us a chance. Even if you don't want to be friends, it's best to stick in a group in these sort of situations.
Yeah, like in reality shows, the lonely unpopular guys always get voted off first.
Yeah, I guess that's usually, which in this case could mean that the protagonist could be dead. Or could end up dead, but...
She's right, you know. Come on, sit down. I was just telling the others about this dream I had.
I reluctantly took my place next to Kokoro.
It was real weird. Even weirder than you talking in your sleep, Masayuki. There was this hooded figure standing over me, hyper-focused on reading something. No matter what I did, I couldn't get a good look at their face or whatever they were reading. Creepy, right?
Ooh, that could be it. This could all be something supernatural. We could be in hell or purgatory or something. And it'd explain a lot. The evil talking penguin, the mysterious figure you saw,
she's very
even that
excited.
weird noise last night.
Noise? What do you mean, noise?
Mamiko's eternal smile dissipated for the first time.
Uh-oh.
Her shoulders stiffened and grew tense.
You didn't hear? It was impossible to sleep through. It was this huge crashing sound.
She's exaggerating. The noises weren't that loud. They were the sound of something breaking, like shattering glass or something. You slept right through it.
That's weird. I didn't hear those either. Did you check it out? I mean, shattering glass is a little concerning.
It wasn't anything suspicious. I can explain. I summarized the kitchen incident to them. Obviously, I elected to leave out the details about Hanamaki's attire.
That's all it was? Thank God.
She thought something bad happened. I'm kind of stunned that she actually kind of cares in that way. I know I said I didn't really like her, but maybe I just gotta get used to her. Because she actually doesn't seem that bad.
How uneventful. I guess we're not in hell after all.
Probably shouldn't do
There
that
were
yet.
2 shatters?
You probably slept through the second. I only heard one too.
Yeah, that must be it. I'm just glad everyone's okay. For a second, I was worried that...
Someone might have died. Maybe. Just because we explained the smashing noises doesn't mean there wasn't a murder last night. Look around. It's well past 9 and there's still a few of us missing.
Hey, shut up! Don't say shit like that!
It's a distinct possibility. 4 of us haven't arrived yet. Any one of them could be a victim.
They're just running late!
The Enigma? Sure. Marcus? I can buy it. But Jim? He doesn't strike me as the type to miss something like this.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Not to mention Kojiro. Didn't he promise to...
Oh! I think Mamiko needs to know that a death is going to happen no matter what. And like... I'm imagining... He probably has no reaction as, like...
Mamiko slapped me. I saw her eyes open for the first time. They were a bright, intense blue, staring into my very soul. Clearly, they didn't like what they saw.
Ji-young, Coco-chan, you two can hang out with him if you wanna, but I don't want anything to do with that fucking creep.
She stormed off away from the table, just a blur to me as she left. Her strength was impressive. She had hit me so hard my eyes lost focus.
Oh.
Mamiko, what the hell?
It's fine. I understand her reaction.
Yeah.
You didn't even say anything that bad. By your standards, at least.
Yeah, I guess she really doesn't want to hear about death and shit. She ain't gonna be happy when the first body shows up. Maybe she could be the first body.
No, it's fair. She has every right to hate me if she wants.
It'd be better for everyone if she didn't, though. Hate makes people distrustful, and that's not good for anyone in a killing game, right? Maybe you should apologize.
I don't think he should.
Yeah, and even if it's true, it's really not cool to go around freaking people out like that in the first place, Masayuki.
I don't think he was doing it on purpose. He was just conversing. And probably the only way he could think of.
I'm not apologizing. If one of them really does turn up dead, it won't be as much of a shock to her. If she accepts the despair of that possibility now, it'll lessen the pain of it coming true later.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bit rough, but I think it's true.
But if it doesn't come true, you've just caused her despair for no reason.
It's gonna come true.
A small price to pay. Kokoro and Ji-young were clearly still disturbed by me, yet they didn't elect to leave my side. We watched as the others arrived one by one. Marcus came in from the kitchen, somehow managing to cheat even his entrance. Then came the Enigma. Their arrival was a bizarre sight. Their build had changed entirely from the previous day.
Oh, what?
They had grown overnight, once loose clothes now tightly stretched over a well-toned, muscular body.
What the hell?
Sorry for being late. Had to get some extra reps in. You know how it is.
They flexed their arms. Sure enough, there seemed to be real muscle under there. The mystery of the ultimate enigma grew ever more complicated. There was another mystery at hand, though, one far simpler and far more pressing. Who would arrive next? Jim or Kojiro? They were roommates, so we couldn't confirm either's whereabouts the night before.
Oh.
If someone was dead, it'd be one of them. Across the room, I noticed Mamiko pacing, her long blue fingernails tipped with red from scratching nervously at her skin.
I'm gonna go look for Koji-kun. It's weird for him to be this late.
You shouldn't go alone.
Don't wait up for me. Go ahead and start the morning meeting.
That's no good. The whole point of these meetings is to confirm that we're all alive.
Well, of course we're all gonna be alive. He's probably just getting his beauty sleep and needs waking up. Let me...
She reached for the door, only to find it already open before her. Jim stood morosely in the doorway, hat hanging low over his face.
Jim, have you seen...
I can't find him.
Oh, Jim was looking for his roommate. That's why he was late. Oh no, something's off, something's off, something's off.
He was missing from our room this morning. I've been looking, but...
What? Maybe he's just in the bathroom?
I checked. Only place I haven't looked is up on deck.
Her eyes went wide, bright blue irises eclipsed by the black of her pupils, which had dilated with fear.
Oh.
After a quiet moment, she
I kind of feel bad.
rushed wordlessly past him, bolting down the hall immediately.
How about we all go with her? Just in case.
No one dared to exhale, let alone speak, each of us holding our breath as we prepared for the worst. We all marched behind her as she led us like a canary in a coal mine. We stuck close to one another, treading the line between hope and despair like a tightrope. Her scream broke any order we had. Everyone rushed up the stairs as fast as their legs could carry them. The tension in them boiled to the edge of overflowing.
Oh dear.
There was still a glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, there was some kind of misunderstanding.
Oh, I don't like the way she's talking about this. Is it a Suicide?
That when we made our way up those stairs, we'd find Kojiro alive.
Kojiro, I think, is the pop star guy, right?
That faint, fast-fading hope was the only thing keeping that tension from boiling over and drowning them in despair. I alone had long since accepted that Kojiro Nakusawa was dead.
He hung himself. He killed him. Wait, he, oh my god, I can't fucking speak. Oh, and now I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I kind of look, it could be a murder, but it also could be a suicide. If it was a suicide, I feel like he would have left a note. Although there is blood in the bushes and on the flowers, so maybe it was a murder. Damn, already? Already? Oh, what I was going to say is that the animation, that he's still swinging a bit, meaning this didn't happen too long ago. As you can see, he's kind of swinging.
There were flowers on the floor of the greenhouse, all around the base of a large oak tree. Beautiful white roses that had been lashed with lines of red by the blood that had dripped down onto them from above. Above, where Kojiro was. He was hanging from a low branch, rope tight around his neck, scratching at his newly dead flesh. His limbs were all limp, swaying loosely from side to side as the turbulence of the ship...
Oh, it's the turbulence of the ship that was doing it. Okay, so no, that's not how that works.
...moved him like a marionette with all but one string broken. There was no blood on his front, but his back had been stained with it.
Oh boy.
Streaks of it traveling in lines like a network of rivers, each...
Wow, I can't believe a death was so quick. I was also not expecting it to be him, of all people.
One sourced from a shard of glass that had embedded itself into his back.
Oh yeah, I see that too, now.
Everyone struggled to swallow the lumps in their throat and digest the awful sight before them. I glanced around at their faces, each pale and horrified to various degrees.
Man, I wasn't expecting this to be so fucking quick. Man, that earlier commenter is missing out.
I'm sure many of them had faced death before, but
I also don't like the fact that we didn't really get to know him that well, pretty much. I wish we had more time with him before his death.
Kojiro's slaughter was uniquely terrifying. It was a precedent. Any hopeful fantasy of a peaceful life had been shattered forever. The killing game was no longer something that could be evaded or hidden from. It was inevitable, and it was already upon us.
Kojiro? Kojiro?
Mamiko was already at the corpse's side, shaking it as if to wring out any life remaining within it.
Kojiro! No, come on. Kojiro!
I wasn't expecting... Again. I wasn't expecting it to be so early. So now what?
Save for Mamiko's sobbing, it was quiet. In a strange way, peaceful. At least compared to the cacophony that came next.
What?
First was the drop. Harold fell limp, his legs swept by an invisible force, sending him tumbling down like a felled tree.
Harold?
Harold? Oh, God, I forgot he wasn't good with blood.
Anamaki broke the silence. Hearing another voice seemed to snap everyone out of their trances. All the thoughts in their heads began to pour out in words.
Who cares about him? There's a dead body right in front of us!
Yeah, we don't need a second.
Kojiro?
Seriously? Already?
No, it can't be! Is he really dead?
Of course he's dead. Look at him. You don't hang out of trees like that for fun.
Oh God! What the fuck?
What the fuck is right?
Damn, I wasn't expecting Drew to swear. I don't remember if he swore before.
One of you sick bastards actually killed him!
We shouldn't
start suspecting each other? I'm sorry, Missy, but we lost that privilege the minute he got killed.
Perhaps we shouldn't let Mamiko touch the body.
Yes.
She could be contaminating the crime
please get her
scene.
away.
I can't believe it. The first night, one of you really couldn't help yourselves for one bloody night.
You know, it could be a suicide. Maybe no one is guilty.
The blood says otherwise. But it still is a possibility, still.
Yeah, maybe.
Then again, faking a suicide is a classic cover-up.
He wouldn't kill himself. He had a promising career, hundreds of fans. There's no way he...
Wouldn't he? You only met him yesterday.
Masayuki, you're not helping.
The crime scene. Anyone?
Oh, and the announcement. He is officially dead.
A body has been discovered! After 2 hours, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Monopangu was never a welcome presence, but just this once he had good timing. His announcement brought order to our hectic, aimless conversation, directing our minds towards the upcoming class trial.
Enough arguing. If we only have 2 hours, we need to get investigating.
Yeah.
Our thoughts, feelings, opinions, they're all meaningless if we can't back them up with any evidence. Let's just leave finding the culprit for now.
Again? Just like with Kokoro? Man, you've really got a thing for letting the bad guys get away, huh?
I'm just thinking about what's best for everyone.
No. I think the freak has a point. One of you people murdered him, and you want us to get all buddy-buddy and work side by side? Not a chance. I don't want to be near any of you until we know who exactly is responsible for Kojiro's death. I refuse to put myself at risk.
Oh, for God's sake, Erica.
Jim made his way over to her, standing as a wall between her and the others. He was firm, but didn't shout. He made sure to keep a fair distance from her, keeping his entire body within her view. It seemed initially that he was trying to intimidate her, but no, he was being disarming. He was making himself a target.
If you're gonna blame anyone, blame me!
Oh, yes, because you were... Yeah, ooh, I could see him. I could see him taking blame.
I was his roommate. I should have noticed something was off. If you're gonna point all that vitriol at someone, point it at me.
But did you do it?
There's no...
You are a big suspect, but did you actually
just
do
yelling
it?
and making everyone as paranoid as you are.
Erica was the one who closed the distance, prodding at his chest with her finger.
Oh, come off it! Unless you wrap that rope around his neck, the whole "it's actually my fault" shtick is meaningless.
Yeah, unless you're confessing.
Maybe it is meaningless. But if taking responsibility is all I can do right now, I'll do it!
That's not true. There's still more we can do. Even if Kojiro's gone, we can still do right by him if we find his killer. He deserves that much.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. You better do this, guys.
Exactly. As I was saying, we should really just focus on investigating. I understand everyone is paranoid, but look, with all 15 of us here, there's no way another incident will occur. In fact, it's probably the safest we've been this entire time. Not to mention that the clock is already ticking. It really is in all of our best interests to just settle down and figure this thing out.
The combination of Kokoro's emotional appeal and Hanamaki's steadfast logic was enough to finally restore some semblance of order. We began by having Zhang Xiao investigate the body. She was questionably reliable, but she was the only person with any sort of expertise in this field. She made her way to the body, totally ignoring the still distraught Mamiko clinging to its legs. She was laser-focused, her eyes intense and scanning, like a butcher appraising a fine cut of meat. All the while, a wide, thin smile was spread across her lips. It seemed, though, she was unaware of it.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sorry, Mamiko, you gotta get up and stop. You're just gonna hold everyone back. And you're gonna get yourself and everyone else killed if you don't do anything.
Why an autopsy, of course. Or my best attempt at one. I'm not a medical professional.
Oh dear, is she gonna get handsy?
She poked and prodded at the body. Mamiko launched to her feet in protest, glaring up at the taller woman.
Stop that! Don't touch him!
There's nothing you can do.
How else am I going to do the autopsy?
She doesn't want you to do it.
You're treating him like a piece of meat!
Yeah, what can you do?
In essence, that's what he is now.
No, why would you say that?
Mamiko grabbed her by the collar. For the first time, Zhang Xiao's smile faded away. Her reaction was odd. There was no fear or upset. Just mild confusion, like she was looking at a particularly difficult math problem.
He was my friend! Don't talk about him like that!
Mamiko, stop!
Ji-young rushed over, putting a gentle hand on Mamiko's shoulder. Fresh tears welled in her eyes, soon tracing the well-carved paths of her previous outburst.
If you want to get justice for Kojiro, you have to let her do this.
Yes. Yes.
Mamiko let go of Zhang Xiao, all her strength leaving her at once. Ji-young led her out of the greenhouse and back over to the rest of us. Kokoro immediately joined them. They spoke quietly and sensitively to her, kind words attempting to lessen her despair.
Yeah, she needs some reassurance.
I don't like seeing others suffer.
Whoa, really?
If I could, I would take away all the pain she was feeling. However, I didn't feel bad for her. I did all I could to help. I offered her the chance to accept the possibility that Kojiro was dead, to accept despair and deny the hope that was now destroying her. She refused, and now was suffering the consequences.
Eesh.
I pitied her, but hoped she would learn her lesson from this.
Okay, here's my initial hypothesis. His neck is broken, which implies a level of blunt force trauma.
It could be caused by the noose. Maybe he was pushed from a higher level, or he jumped himself. That would cause his neck to be
And that'd of course explain the blood and the wound on the back of his head.
Oh.
We could infer from this that maybe someone killed him and then hung up the body as a frankly very poor attempt at a cover-up.
Why are...
Oh no, I see. He was hit in the head, and he's hit in the head with something, and then just hung there.
Are you smiling about that? You freak!
Stop.
I can't listen to this!
Mamiko ran off downstairs. Zhang Xiao made an attempt to continue, but Hanamaki silenced her with a hand.
Kokoro, could you...
I'll go after her.
I know you will. I was just gonna say to take Ji-young with you. She'd probably feel safer in a group.
Kokoro gave me a look as she made her way downstairs. It was an awkward little half-smile.
Hold on. Start pop-ups.
I got the sense she was rooting for me for some reason.
Aw.
All right, Ultimate Detective. I'll leave it up to you.
I'm not a detective.
No, but you're a real smart guy. Figure this thing out, will ya? You're the only person I can trust here.
Why?
I told you, my talent is understanding people, and if I'm honest, you're the only one I can't see as a murderer.
I wanted to ask Ji-young more about what he meant by that, but he had already left after Kokoro. With business attended to, Zhang Xiao eagerly returned to her hypothesis.
As I was saying, I don't think anyone would attempt such a pitiful attempt at a cover-up, so I have another theory. This one's way more fun. As you can see, the greenhouse is very tall, and there's the possibility that the victim died by hanging.
Oh, I see. He was found in the greenhouse? That makes sense.
My theory is he climbed the tree, tied the rope around his neck, and then jumped off. From that height, there'd be enough force to snap his neck.
But what explains the blood and the glass?
This explains the head wound, too. He could have hit his head on the trunk when he fell due to the momentum of the rope swing.
But what about the glass?
Everyone stared at Zhang Xiao in bewilderment. It was a clever solution that took most of the evidence into account, and she had come to it remarkably fast. However, it was outright insane. The rest of the class seemed to think so too.
Maybe.
Oh, come on, that's stupid. If he was gonna kill himself, he could have just thrown himself overboard.
That's against the rules.
That was against the rules, though. And what's the punishment for breaking the rules? Death.
But he didn't. But he most likely didn't do it to himself.
That's a way more convenient way to off yourself.
Which makes you think he was murdered.
Ooh, maybe he wanted to do a suicide disguised as a murder. There have been cases before where...
Unlikely. What would even be his motive there? The only reason you'd want to do that is to kill everyone left alive.
Maybe that's it. A massive-scale mercy killing.
I don't think he'd go for that. I spent one day with him, but he seemed a little...
egocentric.
I was gonna say it nicer, but...
Zhang Xiao continued to posit ludicrous theories, each of which got shot down in turn by another simple piece of logic. Her mind was uniquely twisted. She was clearly very intelligent, everything she said was grounded in reality, but she tended to go one or two steps too far past a reasonable conclusion.
Oof. Hear the execution no. I hear the investigation music playing, so... we'll see how this works. We'll do this episode and then the next one.
There was nothing to be gained by listening to her. I turned my attention to the shattered glass, which Erica was already investigating.
Yeah! Oh, for God's sake, stop it! What is with you people and sneaking up on me?
I wondered how she didn't see a 6'3" man walking up very slowly next to her, but that was beside the point.
That's how tall he is? Huh.
I took a closer look at the shattered glass. It was all on the inside of the room, sprinkled amongst the grass, clearly smashed from outside.
It seems like they pushed him through the wall into the greenhouse. It'd explain all the shards in his back.
Reasonable deduction, but it doesn't quite track. If he fell backwards onto the soft grass, why is there a wound on the back of his head?
I don't know. I'm not a detective. Maybe they clubbed him over the head later for good luck.
I doubt that.
I inspected the shattered wall closer. Along the base where the break had happened, there were a few dozen scraps of blood-stained fabric, the same color as the UTCP pajamas. I took note of them.
Oh.
Hey, Masayuki, come here a sec.
Hanamaki stood at the entrance to the greenhouse, hovering over the same panel Kojiro had shown me the day before.
This door was locked, right?
Why are you asking me?
You checked the greenhouse out yesterday, didn't you?
Are you implying something?
No, I'm just asking a question.
Kojiro was investigating the greenhouse. When I spoke to him, he told me it was locked.
Right, that must be why the killer broke in.
Logically.
I think we should figure out how to open the door then. Just to confirm entering otherwise was impossible.
I followed behind Hanamaki. She quickly discovered the screen with the pixelated Sunny. She made a few attempts to use it, but to no avail.
Maybe we need Sunny. Could you go fetch him?
I was starting to think Hanamaki considered me some kind of errand boy. Regardless, I was curious about the door myself, so I agreed. I scanned the group. Most people shuffled around the greenhouse, retracing steps, poking and prodding for potential evidence. A few were missing, but only one person present was still. Jackie Taylor. She stood outside the greenhouse, staring in through the broken glass as if the wall was still there, impeding her. Have you seen Sunny?
Oh, yeah. He went off to help Harold. He was the only one who could lift him up.
I see. You've been staring at the body for a while. Have you discovered anything?
No.
No theories at all?
He's dead.
Yes. Her demeanor was odd. Although I hadn't known her for long, it was strange to see her so subdued. It wasn't an unusual reaction to death, but unexpected of her.
You wanted Sonny, right?
Yes.
I'll go get him for you.
She left without a word, shortly after returning with Sunny. Her face had regained its usual color and her eyes reignited with their usual light. I imagine most people would envy such a swift recovery, but I just thought it foolish. I took them over to Hanamaki, who directed them to the panel.
Alright, let's see if you could get the door open.
Is that Sonny?
It appears so. I guess since it's a greenhouse, it was designed for him.
You're telling me this whole greenhouse is mine?
I guess so.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Sunny placed his hand on the screen. Sure enough, the door opened.
Okay, so that's gonna make Sunny a suspect now.
Ah, there you go. That proves it.
This is my greenhouse.
Yeah, they probably designed it for you to hone your talents.
They killed someone in my greenhouse!
Oh my god! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, reason. That is very reasonable.
Sunny stomped into the greenhouse like a man possessed. Everyone inside immediately made space for him. He took a moment, wild eyes analyzing every inch of greenery in the building.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What the hell is wrong with this tree?
His movements were surprisingly deft and graceful as he circled the offending tree, taking note of every irregularity.
Okay, first thing, someone's taking a saw to it. Look up there. That branch has been cut off.
Oh. This is very important. Is this the yeah, this is probably the tree that Kojiro was hanging off of. Let's see what else he's got to say.
Sure enough, a clean cut had been made, sap still leaking from the fresh wound.
Wow, you're right.
Second, who the hell plants roses under a tree? They'll die like that! They can't compete with the big old tree for nutrients!
Ooh.
He stomped over to the roses.
Even amateur gardeners know you need to give your plants adequate space. That's Penguin's evil, but he's not a monster! There's no way you'd ever plant roses here, and no way they'd grow to such a size if you did. So...
He reached down, practically punching the earth. He tore the roses from the ground, root first.
These were moved here intentionally, to hide something!
Oh!
You're on fire!
Speaking of roots, the third thing is this root here! Does that look like a proper root to you? No! It's too flat! Doesn't incline properly! Roots want to go down into the earth, where the good stuff is, not parallel to it! So...
He reached both hands down to grab the root, ripping it out like he was throttling it.
This isn't the root! This is the branch!
Oh!
And that branch could be the murder weapon!
Yeah! I didn't think of that part, but yeah!
Are they gonna solve this really, really fucking quickly?
Wow. Unconventional, but impressive. You found the murder weapon just like that.
Oh, so it is the murder weapon. So that must have been what bashed poor Kichiro's head in.
I guess I did. Still, there's one thing bothering me.
He drew our attention to where the branch had been cut.
There's no rings in this tree. Usually there's one for every year it's been alive, but this one has none.
What?
That is weird, but does that have any relevance to the murder?
No, it just pisses me off.
Noted.
With our murder weapon found, we presented it to Zhang Zhao, who confirmed it had worked to deliver the kind of wounds we found Kojiro with. Jackie also managed to track down the saw and shovel, stowed away under another set of roses.
You poor flowers! I swear, when I find who did this, I'll kill—
Maybe not the best choice of words right now, Sonny.
After that, we were unable to find any more meaningful evidence. By that point, we had less than an hour left, so we decided to go over our alibis.
We'll go one at a time and give a report of where we were last night.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry, Sonny's meltdown is hilarious. But very helpful, very helpful. I wonder if they'll actually end up catching the killer super quickly. I think this, Sonny's meltdown when it comes to his greenhouse being messed up, I think that tells me he's not the killer then. Because he would know where to put roses. No, maybe? No. Let's see what the alibis say. Maybe he's got a clean alibi.
If you can vouch for someone's alibi, raise your hand when they finish, okay?
By now, Harold had woken up, though he remained turned away from the crime scene, speaking with his back to us.
Last night, I was awoken by the sound of a smash.
Oh, Harold's the one that doesn't like the blood.
Around 12:15 or so, I believe. So I went to the kitchen to investigate, and to get myself a glass of water. After I poured one, I noticed another glass on the floor, broken. So I intended to go to the cupboard and fetch a broom, only to then be given a fright by Miss Hanagata. From there, I remained in the kitchen for a time, saw many of you lovely people, and then returned to bed.
Manamaki and I raised our hands, along with Erica, Marcus, and Yelena.
Yep, they were all there. Let's see what else.
As Harold said, I had broken a glass in the kitchen, which woke many of you up, it seems. My apologies. I went to go fetch a broom, and I returned around 2 minutes later, where I found Harold. After that, Masayuki showed up, and then Marcus, Yelena, and Erica. After that, I put the broom away and went straight to bed.
Everyone mentioned in the story raised their hand to vouch. Basically everything they said.
Wait. Park was missing the entire time. Is it him? Did fucking Park do this? He was gone and returned and then left again. Oh boy. Are you gonna mention that Park was not available? Or not seen throughout the night? That's gonna make him a suspect now.
I woke up at 12:18 precisely, left my room at 12:20 when I heard the second smash, then the rest of it played out. Yelena and Erica explained they were woken up by the 12:18 smash. Marcus, the same as me, though he came to investigate later. We all, of course, vouched for one another.
I only heard the one smash. I fell asleep just after.
You didn't stay up or think to investigate?
Nope. I went straight back to sleep. I can vouch for Jackie, too. She was delightfully unconscious when I woke up.
I don't know if I like the term delightfully unconscious, but that's right. I slept through all of that.
I also slept just fine. After my nightly prayers, I heard one of them smashes, but got to bed quite easily after. Couldn't tell you what time, though.
I couldn't either. I was out cold before Drew was.
That he was. Though out cold is generous, given all the damn snoring.
Don't snore!
Yes, you do, you ingrate. I was stuck listening to it. If my words to the good Lord didn't kindly guide me to rest, I would have been up all night.
Well, I'm lucky I was able to get to bed with all your praying.
Okay, maybe we can look into changing some of the sleeping arrangements in the future. For now, how about you, Jim?
Well, I wanted to hit the hay early. Get up before everyone else. Make sure everything's okay, you know? I heard Kojiro get up. But at that point, I was already so tired. If I had just thought to ask, or follow him, or stayed awake a little longer.
Don't blame yourself.
Oh, come off it. You want to take responsibility, don't you? No use having a breakdown. You're a sheriff. Aren't you supposed to make it up to him by catching the killer?
Yeah, you're right. What about you then, question mark? Where were you?
Oh, you know, around.
I didn't see anything of you last night. You were back in our room by morning, but you left around 11 and just disappeared.
Hold on. Back's hurting.
Appeared.
Damn, that's crazy. Who knows what happened there?
You know exactly what happened there.
And you don't? Life's a bitch,
You little...
Drew, they're just being obtuse. It's pointless to ask any further. Am I right?
That's right. Obtuse is my middle name. Question mark, obtuse, question mark, question mark.
Okay, that just leaves Mamiko and the others.
Uh-oh, is the protagonist going to mention the fact that Park disappeared overnight?
Masayuki, could you go confirm their alibis for us?
Me again? Am I your lapdog or something now?
I would do it, but Mamiko's grieving. I'll be honest with you, I don't have the heart to ask her about something like that. It just feels cruel.
And you think I'll have no such qualms? You really are a good judge of character.
While you're doing that, I'll take another look at the body. It'd be good to get it down from there and get a real good look at the back.
The Enigma and I will have a little chat. I'm sure there's plenty more they want to tell us about their whereabouts last night.
Ooh, intimidating. But isn't every conversation with a pipsqueak like you a little chat?
Oh, she's... London, are you stuck? You can do it, baby. You can get out of there. I gotta help my dog. I'm so... Oh, okay. Oh, are you stuck, baby? I'm not getting up. Sorry, I thought you were stuck. Oh, hold on, this is stuck. Look, I was just rolling around and got wedged into the corner of his bed, or the back of his bed with his back toward on it. Okay, sorry. Alright, let me get back to this.
Very funny. Now tell me, why do you feel the need to deflect with humor?
It seemed everyone had their own plans to make the most of the remaining investigation time. I set off alone to catch up with Mamiko and the others. I found them in Kokoro and Mamiko's room. Mamiko was looking better. Her head hung low, eyes still red and puffy from crying, but she was no longer sobbing. Instead...
Oh, you're such a good boy, baby. So cute.
Just staring down at the floor. Kokoro sat next to her, rubbing her back comfortingly, Ji-young across from them on the other bed.
How's everything up there, Masayuki?
I ran them through all the evidence we discovered. Mamiko winced at every mention of the body.
Oh.
I didn't quite hesitate when I saw it, but I didn't relish continuing to bring it up.
Oh, good. That's a lot of evidence. Any real suspects?
We were just getting everyone's alibis down. That's why I came to see you.
You know mine. I was in the rec room all night. I slept through
Oh, yeah. But that could be false.
everything.
I can confirm you weren't in our room. That's all.
Oh, fuck off! Don't tell me you're gonna start suspecting the only guy who actually likes you.
These are just the facts. Honestly, I don't think it was him.
You believe in me?
No, it just wouldn't make sense. You've got no motive.
I mean, you're right, but how do you know that for sure?
It's because you actually had... That's because you actually wanted to work with Kojiro, I think. Let's see.
You came here looking for new clients, didn't you? The only reason the Ultimate Manager would be able to take 6 months off is if he had no active clients. Ergo, things aren't going too well on the outside. I doubt you're in a rush to get back.
Okay, you got me. I suppose I wasn't exactly subtle. I feel the same way about you, Ultimate X Ultimate. By definition, you have no career, no family, as far as I know. I can't think of any reasonable motive.
That just leaves you two.
I already told
Mamiko, let me. It's a good idea just to get it out there again. After Monipengu gave us our rooms, I went straight to bed. But I couldn't sleep, so I was awake when Mamiko came to settle in for the night. We talked for a bit, and got to sleep around 11:30. After that, I was woken up by something? I'm not sure what, but it was a little after midnight. It took me a while to get back to sleep, so I do remember hearing 2 smashes. They happened about 10 minutes after I woke up.
And I somehow missed those. Seriously?
Let's leave that for now. There's a more pressing question at hand anyhow. I looked pointedly toward Mamiko. She did not return my gaze. Where were you before 11:30?
Don't ask. I'll just tell you.
We tensed up. All eyes on Mamiko.
I was with Kojiro. Koji-kun, I'm here. I made sure no one saw me, like you asked.
Thanks, Mamiko. Please, sit down.
Oh. I don't remember. Did either of those two mention that they were meeting together at some point?
Mamiko? Koji-kun, you don't have to...
There's something I really need to tell you.
Yeah, see, I wanted to ask about this. I think you're amazing. But I did only just meet you...
I know who attacked Kokoro.
Oh. Oh. For real? Who was it? Do you want me to be...
No, I can't tell you. It's for the best I don't.
Ooh.
Why? If someone that dangerous is around, we should...
I have a plan. I'm gonna call them out.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is more and more sounding like a murder than a suicide.
I won't do anything.
Well, obviously with the previous evidence, but you know what I mean.
I'll make sure they know that I'm watching, and that I won't let them get away with anything in the future.
Kojiro, that's not a good idea. If you're left alone with them, they might...
I can handle myself. It's just like Hanamaki said. If we make it public, it'll just cause chaos. It's too dangerous for anyone else to know. I have to do this alone.
Then why are you telling me about this?
I can't have this be traced back to me. If they figure out that I know, I'll be forced somehow to reveal the culprit's identity. I can't have that. This is my burden to bear.
Oh, he died trying to do a good thing. Even though it was stupid for him to do it alone.
But I need your help.
I'm really not sure about this, Kojiro.
Mamiko, please. You believe in me, right?
He made me write the letter that called out the culprit. He wanted someone else's handwriting. Someone he could trust to not reveal what he knew. For that, he chose me.
Who did he have you address it to?
No one. It just said, meet me in the greenhouse at midnight. I know what you did.
He didn't say who or where it was to be delivered to.
No. He just asked me to go straight to bed after our meeting, which I did.
Thank you for telling us. I'm sure it must be hard to break a promise like that.
If it means catching the motherfucker who killed him, I don't care.
Reasonable.
He'd understand.
Yes.
So we're operating on the assumption that our killer is whoever attacked Kokoro.
There's no assumption about it. Whoever attacked Kokoro has to be the killer. They were threatened by Kojiro calling them out and killed him for it.
That does seem pretty likely. If they attack Kokoro, they're definitely willing to commit murder.
It's not exactly helpful information. Finding Kokoro's attacker is basically impossible.
Yeah.
There's no witnesses and no evidence after all.
That's fine. If both culprits are the same person, all we have to do is solve this murder, right?
I'm curious as to who did it.
That's only true if Mamiko's story is credible, and we can only prove that if we find that letter.
Yeah. I guess we can't really prove anything without it.
Are you kidding me? I'm not lying.
We believe you, Mamiko. Don't worry. It's just, if there's a trial, we need evidence.
So what? There's just nothing we can do? I've just gotta sit here and be called a liar?
Yes.
No!
What?
If we head up the deck now, there's a chance we may be able to find it. Or, if we're really lucky, maybe the others have.
We only have 10 minutes, and it takes about 5 to get up there from here.
Well, we'd better get moving then.
Kokoro hopped to her feet, leading the charge upstairs. Mamiko followed dutifully after her. Ji-young gave me a shrug and joined them. I pitied them. I knew what they were thinking. If they could find that letter and use it to resolve both incidents, we'd be at peace. No more suspicion, no more chaos, no more despair. The bad actors would be gone and we could all live in harmony. It was a nice fantasy, but I knew better. Sure, if they succeeded here, it would be a total victory for Hope. But one battle doesn't win a war. And that victory would only make their subsequent defeat all the more crushing, their suffering all the greater. For their sakes, I could not let them win such a victory in this trial.
What?
I knew I would have to destroy their hopes entirely. There were only minutes before the trial when I arrived upstairs. Kokoro and the others got there ahead of me. I saw them already integrated into the group, huddled around a piece of paper. Sure enough, it seemed they had found the letter. A shame. I would have preferred it stay missing. They looked up from it when I arrived. Their gazes were different. Something had crept into them. A suggestion of despair. I was intrigued. I hardly noticed the rest of the class's eyes on me, even as I felt their stares on my back.
You!
I saw Mamiko approach me, an ungodly rage within her.
Wait, what?
It took Jackie and Yelena to hold her back. I would have been impressed, but I did not care in that moment. I approached Ji-young and Kokoro, wanting to interrogate the notion of despair I had identified further. What is it? Is that the letter?
It is. It was in Kojiro's pocket.
What does it say?
It says exactly what Mamiko told us it would.
She showed me the paper. Sure enough, it was everything they could want it to be. So why were they looking at me with such despair in their eyes? What could possibly have caused such a change in the two?
Oh dear.
Kokoro, the literal embodiment of hope, and Ji-young, who had resolved to understand me just the night before. What could possibly have made them look at me the way they did? I glanced around. No one else looked at me the same, but they did all look at me. Some with an emotion akin to fear, others with confusion, and of course Mamiko, with white-hot rage. Kokoro, Ji-young, what's going on?
Go check out the greenhouse.
Uh-oh.
I turned to do so. Before I could, Kokoro piped up.
Before you do, just know I don't believe it. Okay?
I looked back at her. That twinkle of despair in her eye had disappeared. How irritating. I made my way to the greenhouse, still under the watchful eye of everyone there. Inside, Kojiro's body had been taken down from its hanging position.
Oh no, that's going to be the protagonist's name.
I observed it, but quickly realized there was nothing more to be learned from it. It wasn't why I was called here. No, the real reason was staring me in the face. Right where Kojiro's body had been was my name.
Yeah, that's definitely something the killer would fucking do, and not OP. You know? This is definitely fake.
Masayuki, smeared onto the bark in blood. A dying message implicating Masayuki Daiju as Kojiro Nakusawa's killer.
Oh, I see. They think it was the victim that did it. I doubt it's the victim. I bet it was the killer to throw everyone off. Like, this is just... Okay, what is this?
The following is very non-canon and was made just for...
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Alright, we'll do it this episode.
Since I had arrived on the SS Vorpal, it was always moving. It was a well-built ship, resilient to the unending motion of the waves beneath it.
So I think I'll do this part, and then I'll do these 2 parts the next day. Whoops. Or next time I stream, I mean. Or stream this.
But it was still only a boat. It would rock and shift with the water, rising and falling as if it were breathing. As I stepped out from the greenhouse, leaving Kojiro's body and dying message behind, the ship, for the first time ever, was totally still, as if it was holding its breath alongside my classmates. None of them dared to speak, analyzing eyes watching me, waiting for me to say something in my defense. The trial hadn't begun yet, but they had already made themselves a jury, and me the defendant.
I just can't think how the name could have been put in. Like if it was written by the victim, wouldn't it's the letters or the word, the name, his name be upside down when written down? If it was written down by the killer, it kind of sounds like written down by the victim. It sounds like it was written down by the killer.
Even as time resumed and the ship once again began to oscillate over the waves, I remained silent.
You asshole!
The only one bold enough to make a move was Mamiko Rain. She had broken free from the people holding her back and was now storming toward me.
You'd better have a good explanation for this.
She grabbed me by the collar, dragging me to her level. As ever, her strength was impressive. I wouldn't be able to escape, and it was unlikely I'd remain unharmed if I didn't provide her with an adequate answer. I don't.
What?
I don't have an explanation for this.
Why? You've gotta know something! Come on, spit it out!
I shook my head, her teeth grit at the sight. Mamiko, despite her anger, was a kind woman at heart. She wanted to at least give me a chance. She had some hope that maybe there was something else she was missing, that she could maybe catch sight of whatever it was that made Ji-young and Kokoro see good in me. Of course, she did not.
I get it! You've been working against us, haven't you? You act like you don't care, but you get involved in all the investigating anyway. You were covering it all up.
He didn't do anything.
That's why you're always saying out-of-pocket crap, too. You've been riling us up to throw us off your trail.
No. Mamiko, that's enough.
Oh, come on! It totally tracks.
It does not.
We just need to get a confession out of him.
But he didn't do it.
That's what we have the trial for.
No! I want to hear it!
You will? No. You know what I mean. You'll hear something at the trial.
She turned to face me again. I could never get used to her stare, the reddening anger in her face, the wetness of held-back tears in her eyes. They all served to accentuate the blue of her irises. The color was so intense, bright and overwhelming, like the cloudless sky over the desert. Anyone would be moved to a confession by such a stare. Yet I remained still.
Yeah.
Still and silent.
'Cause he didn't do
anything. Come on! Say it! Did you kill Kojiro?
I refused to answer.
Why would you say that? It's just gonna make you look really guilty.
Atmosphere across the deck shifted. In a state of heightened paranoia, my words were tantamount to a confession. The tension directed at me only intensified, as did Mamiko's grip on my collar.
I don't know why you would say that specifically, dude. That's just putting a massive target on your back.
Masayuki, what are you saying?
She's made up her mind. There's no point in me answering.
Ugh! I'm so sick of you and your little mind games!
See? Her hand raised, ready to lash out at me. I knew for certain it'd hurt immensely if it landed, and with her grasp on me, it would certainly land. Despite this, I didn't fear her at all. I pitied her. It was a shame she had to suffer the way she did, to be brought to such lengths by her despair. As her punch came toward me, I didn't think about avoiding it or bracing myself. I merely lamented that she had not accepted this despair sooner.
It's time! That's right! Your 2 hours are up and the class trial is about to begin! Please make your way to the helipad at the front of the ship and prepare for the big event!
Mamiko's hand fell short. Dropping to her side, all the tension released at once. Without a word, she let go of me, leading the charge to begin the class trial. Hanamaki pursued her, chiding her for her violence. The rest began to gradually take their eyes off me, beginning their journey to the front of the ship. Ji Yong moved separately from the pack, instead approaching me.
What the hell's gotten into you?
Nothing. I'm behaving as I always do.
You know, I made a big deal about understanding you, but you don't make it easy, do you?
He shook his head, pinching the bridge of his nose. There was a doubt in him, eating away at his heart. I'm sure he was questioning his decision to befriend me at all.
Look, I want to be on your side, but if you really did it...
He didn't do it. I wonder who did, though. Again, I'm asking that again.
He looked up at me, a rare intensity on his face.
I'll never forgive you.
If I did it, one of us isn't making it out of this alive.
Even so, I'll take it to the grave.
His jacket swished as he turned away from me. I was struck by his intensity. I'm sure there was an incredible power to those words in his mind.
Ugh. Excuse me.
Left alone, I followed behind the others, the group of us marching like a twisted parade as we headed toward our first class trial. The helipad was a feature we had taken little notice of before, so commonplace on a ship like this that it was hardly worth note. It was a simple white H in a red circle over a black landing area. I had to wonder if Monopengu had intentionally color-coded it.
Probably.
Please do not step foot on the helipad area. I repeat, please do not step foot on the helipad. Or do. Just know I'm not responsible for what happens next.
As requested, we kept our distance.
He turned the helipad into a courtroom? Seriously?
The deck vibrated beneath us as the helipad opened up, the circular area giving way for something to rise from beneath. It was a platform, composed of a black and white checkerboard spiraling inward. It was hypnotic as it spun into place, rising to be flush with the deck.
Please step onto the platform. Remember, keep all your limbs inside the designated area.
We took slow, tentative steps onto the platform. Soon enough, we began our descent.
Oh no, I see. The helipad is like an elevator to the trial room.
The floor spanned slowly beneath us. Looking down became disorientating, so we elected to look up. We all stared at the sky, fully aware that this may be our last chance to ever do so.
Ooh.
We couldn't take our eyes off of it, even as the helipad closed up above us.
Oh. Alright, let's see how the trial works. I don't know if I am going to continue, because for some reason I'm feeling like really fucking tired. Maybe my fault though, I didn't sleep well. Yeah, I was just seeing how long the rest of the clips are. I'm sorry, I think I gotta get off early. My reaction time is slowing because I'm starting to kind of sleepy. This is my fault anyway.
Our descent into hell continued slowly and silently. Everyone had found a place within the small elevator. Erica had taken to a corner at the back, chewing her fingernails as she observed everyone around her, head rotating back and forth.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the entirety.
Like a security camera to keep everyone in view. Jim had taken the opposite corner, much more static, but also observing, likely profiling us as he explored the case in his head. Yelena was the same, though she stood nearer the left wall. It was much harder to tell what she was thinking, expression as blank as always. Sunny and Jackie whispered to each other close to the front, both still trying to get all the information straight in their heads. It didn't seem like they were
kind of cool.
Getting very far. Zhang Xiao stood toward the front too, rocking on her heels and humming. Mamiko shot her a dirty look from her place against the right wall. Hanamaki was somewhere between them, counting in her head to keep calm, no doubt. Harold drifted near one of the walls but didn't quite commit, keeping to himself and wringing his sweat-soaked hands. Marcus was the only person moving, prodding various spots with his cane, hunting for secrets. Drew was uncharacteristically noiseless, not silent but quiet by his standards. He was toward the edge, eyes closed and praying. Ji-young was a good few paces ahead of me. I couldn't get a good look at his face, but he seemed focused. I stood toward the back, but still relatively central. Enigma mirrored my position toward the front. And as ever, Kokoro was by my side.
Aww. Why didn't you defend yourself? You didn't do it, so why didn't you say so?
Yeah, this is kind of something we're questioning.
Why are you so certain I didn't do it?
There's not really a reason. You just didn't.
She didn't look at me, just stared straight ahead as she spoke.
I know that sounds dumb, but I just know, you know?
It does sound idiotic. I've given you no reason to believe in me.
Haven't you?
She looked up at me finally. She wasn't smiling. There was an intensity to her I had never felt before. She radiated hope like the sun. It burned to be so close to her.
I mean, I do get why someone would doubt you. You're antisocial, dismissive, a little mean even, but...
She hummed and shrugged her shoulders, unable to articulate what she was feeling. It was a certainty that exceeded human reason, even human language.
I can just tell.
Just tell what?
You're a good person, Masayuki. Sure, you can act like you aren't, but there's stuff you just can't fake. Ever since we got here, you've been working the hardest out of any of us.
Wait, really?
You've been investigating non-stop. You helped me when I got attacked. Even this morning, you were thinking of nothing but Kojiro. Really? Even before we found out he was dead.
That could have all been to serve my own ends.
Yeah, maybe. I'd probably believe that if I hadn't seen you up close. But having spent so much time with you, it's obvious.
What is?
You really care. It's clear from the way you look at Mamiko. Even when she's so angry at you, you want to help her, right?
Yeah.
I elected not to respond.
You want what's best for everyone, in your own way. Maybe you don't like me all too much, but we're quite similar in that way, don't you think?
I hadn't noticed, but my fingernails had dug deep into my palms, close to drawing blood.
Oh.
Kokoro Uehara remained incomprehensible to me, her saccharine sentiments toxic to my very being. If I was to achieve...
I know, baby, I heard it too.
my goal, she was the first obstacle I'd have to surmount.
Well, I do at least.
Wait.
My goal.
What goal? Wait, what?
She was the first obstacle I'd have to surmount.
Well, I do at least. And I think if we work together, we can...
You're right.
Oh? I am?
I don't like you all that much.
Oof.
At last, our descent ended. I didn't watch for Kokoro's reaction, instead stepping out into the strange new environment we found ourselves in. The checkerboard elevator platform had perfectly found its place at the center of the floor, completing a pattern that spanned across the entire area. It was a mock courtroom of some kind, 16 pedestals all in a circle, which would allow us all a panoptical view of each other. A few feet away was a towering platform, crowned with some mix of a throne and a judge's bench. Monopengu was already positioned there, practically salivating with anticipation as he watched us arrive. As I had expected, we were underwater. The walls were glass, allowing us a view of the deep, dark ocean surrounding us on all sides. It was serene and unsettling in equal measure. Schools of fish swam together in perfect unison, only to be scattered by a shark that had caught them unaware.
Ugh. This place gives me the creeps.
You don't like the ocean? Why the hell did you sign up to live on a boat?
It's not the ocean. It's the fish.
Oh, you're kidding me. You're scared of fish?
I ain't scared. They just creep me out a little.
Oh man, that's priceless.
Oh, lay off him. He can't help it. It's a phobia. They're irrational.
I appreciate that, but it's not a phobia. I'm not scared.
Don't worry, Jim. Either way, this is a wonderful opportunity for exposure therapy.
After taking in our surroundings, we finally made our way to the 16 pedestals. One had already been claimed by a black and white portrait of Kojiro. A large pink X smeared onto his face. There was much deliberation over who would stand next to it. In the end, unprompted, I took one side and Zhongxiao took the other. From there, we filled out. Next to Zhongxiao was Drew, then Erika, Jackie, Mamiko, Ji-Young, Hanamaki, Enigma, Jim, Elena, Marcus, Sunny, Harold, and finally, next to me, Kokoro.
Ahem. Order in the court.
No one was even talking.
Harold, and finally, next to me, Kokoro.
Alright. Sorry I'm ending it a little early, guys. I'm just feeling tired tonight. I know that usually doesn't happen. So yeah. Can't believe we already got a body and a trial already. This chapter feels too short. Anyway. Yeah, if I do manage to stream again tomorrow, we'll be doing more of Survivor's Guilt. Sorry, my brain's farting really badly. I'm very, very getting tired. So yeah, apologies for a bit early ending. I'll do better to sleep tonight. It's kind of the first time my own bad sleep schedule has affected me during a stream. Yeah, I would like to do more, I really would, but I'm just so tired. I want to make sure I'm as alert as possible when doing reactions, so that's why I'm calling it off a little early today. Anyway. So yeah, sorry about that. Actually, I'm not sure if I will do some more Survivor's Guild or if I want to try to do more of S.O.S. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah. That was it for this episode. Yeah. A little something that's a little off topic is that I'm way too excited for the new Tomodachi Life game to come out. I made a post saying that I'll be putting my fan characters in the game. I only have Rico, Elizabeth, and Jack because it only allowed 3, and I couldn't add Ryder in. Anyway. Sorry. I'll see you guys later, alright? Hopefully tomorrow. But I'll tell you on my YouTube if anything does end up happening, okay? See you guys later. Bye.